For most children, home is a safe place. It is where they find warmth, comfort, and love. However, for some, home is a place of fear and hunger. Klynn Scales grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, with her parents and 2 brothers. Life inside their small house was far from safe. Her parents struggled with drug addiction. They often slept all day or left the children alone for hours. By the age of 9, Klynn and her brothers were used to empty cupboards. To survive, she would walk to the corner store and take food. She knew it was wrong. Even so, it was the only way to keep her brothers from going hungry. Every afternoon, a police officer drove down her street. Klynn often sat outside, waiting. She would wave to him and he would wave back. He became one of the few adults she felt she could trust. She did not know his name, yet she believed that if something terrible happened, he would help her. One day, the officer drove past and noticed something different. Klynn was not on the porch. A strange feeling settled in his chest. Something was wrong. He stopped his car, walked to the door and knocked. No answer. He tried the doorknob. It was unlocked. Inside, he found Klynn lying on the floor, barely conscious. Her breathing was shallow and her small body was weak. Without hesitation, he lifted her into his arms and rushed her to the hospital. Doctors soon discovered she was suffering from severe malnutrition. If the officer had not acted that day, she might not have survived. Soon after, Klynn moved to Texas with relatives. She never saw the officer again. Even so, she never forgot him. As the years went by, she often thought of the man who had saved her life. Nearly 20 years later, Klynn was grown, married, and a mother of 2. She decided it was time to find her hero. She initiated a contact with the Kansas City Police Department in late 2015 by sending a private message to their Facebook page. A woman who worked with the Kansas City Police Department saw her message. She searched through old records and soon found the answer. Sergeant Jeff Colvin was the officer from all those years ago. When Klynn learned his name, she sent him an email. She thanked him for saving her life and told him how much his actions had meant. Sergeant Colvin was surprised. In his career, he had helped many people. Often, both sides moved on without ever crossing paths again. This time was different. Klynn traveled back to Missouri to meet him. She told him face to face that she owed him everything: her life, her future, and her chance to raise her children. She wanted him to know that his kindness had given her more than survival. It had given her hope. Sergeant Colvin was humbled. He told her that most officers never know if they truly make a difference. That day, Klynn made sure he knew. He had saved a little girl and, in doing so, had changed an entire life. The 2 stood together, smiling for a photo. Behind them was the street where their paths first crossed. One wave, one concern, one act of courage. That was all it took for a little girl to grow up, become a mother, and finally thank her hero. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Love hearing true stories that inspire? Tap that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss the next one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next story.